Hello, I'm Mighty Slim, and in part 4 of our look at how to play Flying High by Country Joe and the Fish, we're going to look at Barry Melton's lead guitar parts in the second verse and chorus. We did 3 other parts below. We have links below to those. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel below, Mr. Mighty Slim. And now let's get started here. All right, so we have a figure that goes like this. All right, so we have 2 7s on the G and the B, 7 on the D, 5 on the G, and then an optional. But we're gonna play these notes on the D string. We're gonna play them as if they were there. Sometimes I hear them, sometimes not. But for our purposes, we're gonna throw them in there. So these 7s are always in there, but on the way back is questionable. You can listen to it, but for our purposes, we'll throw those in there. So anyway, so right, and the 7th fret on the D, and then we'll do it again. The 2 7s again, 7 G and B, 7 D, and then 5 7 hammer on the G, and then the optional 7 on the D string here. So we have all together. So. All right, and then I have all right, so what was that? We played the 2 5s here. We played the 5 on the high E and B strings. And then I went, so that's the 10 up and back. So 5 on the B and E strings, right? And then we have a 10 on the high E up and back. And then to the 8th fret on the high E. So and then do it again. And when we do it again, I'm gonna play the 10th fret on the B, back to 8th fret on the high E. The timing is a little weird, and you have to listen for it. This is, believe me, I don't have it that great either. But anyway, so we have. All right. So that's enough of that. Like, shall we move on? All right. Then we have the 7th, that old 7 thing again. So just like we had done before, and now right, we've done that all before in the first part, and then we'll do it again, and then I'm gonna go that. There's a slight pause. So we do that. What was that? That was the 7s again. 7 G and B, 7 D, 5 on the. So 7 G and B and 7 on the D. Then 5 on the G, 7 on the D. A slight pause, and then a real shake of the 7th fret bent slightly up on the G. All right. Now let's go back to the first part again. So, and then I go. There's a slight bend on the 10th fret up, and then I believe that's the lick we did before. Yep. So. That actually sounded much better there. So. All right, now we're back to the our old tried and true, and that's when he goes. That's the part when he goes, "We'd like to help you make your trip," and he goes. It's almost like he's bending it, almost kind of releasing it. It's weird. I'm gonna go, but it's kind of a 3-time shake. So. Right, on the 7th fret of the G, and then I went flying. All right, we had done that before, so that's the 9 on the G to the 8 on the B, and then back and forth. So here's the timing on that. I'm just alternating between the strings. And then I'll end with the ninth fret on the G there. So 9 8 1 so 9 8 9 8 9 8 9 8 9 8 9. But you'll have to listen. Let me try that again. Because when I recite the numbers, I usually mess up the timing. But anyway, those are the numbers. So right on the 9 on the G, and then I'll slide 14th fret on the G, 13 on the B, and then a slight bend on the 15th fret on the G, on the 15th fret on the B. So 14 G and then 13 B rather. If I said G, I was wrong there. So 14 G, 13 B, and then 15 B. And now let's go. What we'll do. So that's how we start most of those little licks. The 2 7s, and then I'm gonna play the 5 on the G. So, and then we have this lick is weird. I'm gonna try to play it for you slow once, break it down, and then we'll attempt to do it at the blindingly fast speed that it's done. So. All right, that was good. So we're going to bend the 7th fret up on the G string to the 5th fret on the high E, then up and back, and then 5 7 on the G, then 5 on the G, 7 on the D, 5 on the G, 7 on the D, and then 5 7 on the D, 5 on the D, 7 on the A, 5 7 on the D, and then a slight bend up. So and that's what it is slow. All right, we'll we'll attempt to play this for you at blinding speed. So that's almost at the full speed there. So actually that was not bad. All right, and then we have that's right, and then I'm going to go. All right, and so that's after that lick. All right, so then it's a slight bend up on the 10th fret on the high E, and then up and back to the 8th fret, to the 8th fret, and then 10 on the B, and then 10 on the B, and then 8 on the high E, 10 on the B, 8 on the B, 9 on the 9 on the G, and then there's like a slight pause on the 8th fret of the B, and then that's really blinding fast there, and you have to listen for the timing there. So 9 to the 7 on the G, and then 5 7 on the G. So that's right. So and that's that's not bad. Like I said, really listen for it. It's definitely some of these licks are definitely fully blinding. But there it is. This is the correct way. I had done a previous video and left some stuff out, so I figured I'd make a correction video, as they say, for those who might have wondered what happened to the previous video. And this definitely has some more accurate stuff for you. Anyway, I sincerely hope you found this tutorial to be helpful. please subscribe to my YouTube channel below, Mr. Mighty Slim. And as I like to say, we'll see y'all when the future gets here. Mighty Slim, over and out.